Somebody call a doctor because Bad Medicine's back! Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to Attack on Titan. This is episode 72 as it appears on Crunchyroll, Children of the Forest. At this point in Season 4, I'm equal parts excited, conflicted, and confused, so I am here for it. By the way, you've been very helpful in the comments.
Couldn't have said it better myself. I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to get right back on this AOT train tonight.
I don't know if I'm conflicted, but I am also excited, and I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit confused. But as with all the previous seasons, I'm sure they'll roll out more information, give us more story, and it'll all tie together.
I am excited.
Let's go!
Are there any pirates nearby?
Oh boy.
A lot of steam.
ガス兵器というものだ。そのガスは俺の脊髄液を含んでいる。
Spinal fluid?
の民は
No.
直後に硬直。あとは俺が命令するだけで道を通じて。だからその村の巨人は俺の命令通りに動くってわけだ。
Okay.
ラガコ村だ。お前が皆殺しにした村の名前だろ。
俺だって避けたかったさ。やらなければ俺の真意がエルディア復権にあるとバレて、この島に希望をもたらすことは叶わなかっただろう。
Double-edged sword he was playing.
お前が耳かすほどの罪悪感も覚えちゃいねえってことがよくわかる。党の人命に興味がねえのは確かだ。
お前モテねえだろう。
Jeez.
俺とエレンが会って実験を開始するのはいつだ。いつまでも時間があると思っているなら。
それだけは同じ意見だ。何？それは本当なのか？
Oh, man.
Well, at least we finally got Zeke.
Yeah, a little bit of interaction with him and Levi. I wonder if I was waiting for Zeke to give him the, well, you can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs.
Yeah.
So now we know that was one answer.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he almost basically had to have cover for it. And again, they're always thinking long game with pretty much everything on the show. It's wild.
Those your guesses there, Diamond Dave?
Well, no, I'm
predictions?
looking at my predictions.
Or
I'm trying to think about any more before we totally reach the end, but I don't even know how to make a guess with what they're throwing at us.
The big one I remember you having is that everybody's dead.
Yeah, that's the one that's not checked so far. Everyone dies. I have Eren might die, everyone dies.
Well, on a long enough
Eren and Mikasa
timeline.
start a relationship, but I think that ship sailed now.
Yeah. Well, and we didn't know. I think when you made that prediction, we didn't know they only had the 13 years.
No.
You know.
Zero idea.
すごい建物。こんなとこ初めてだ。
ケソケソしてから。
緊張しすぎだよ、ミヤ。
まったく、どこの田舎から出てきたんだ
A
よ。
bumpkin.
こんなところにマーレの捕虜が働いてるの。兵士もよく利用するところなの。
ブラスさん、お招きいただきありがとうね。
Sasha loved his cooking.
Oh, yeah.
せっかくただなんやし、悪いね。今日はお任せください。さあ、どうぞ。
あの人がブラウスさんを招いたマーレ人のニコロさん。お姉ちゃんはブラウスさんの娘で兵士だったの。お姉ちゃんに食べてもらうはずだった料理を振る舞わせてほしいって、二人が恋人同士だったと思ってるけどね。
Wow. It's a heavy prediction.
どうした？腹でも痛いんか？
いえ。
うまい。こんなうまい料理は。
They are enthusiastic.
Oh, yeah.
about their
They're
food.
always enthusiastic about it.
ニコロ、お前に客だぞ。調査兵団。
Sugar.
俺は今、大事なお客さんの相手で忙しいんだ。
後で話をさせてもらいたいだけなんだ。
義勇兵が拘束された件だ。聞き取り調査に協力してくれ。
とりあえずここで待っててくれ。
So are they gonna see him?
兵団内で噂のワインか。だっていいだろう。ちょっとくらい。小鳥さん
That's mine.
ちょっとふざけただけじゃねえか。大げさだな、おい。
Oh, he's hot.
エルディア人にはもったいない代物なんだよ。何人だとかどうとか関係ねえだろ、酒に。慣れ慣れしいんだよ。ちょっと親しくしたぐらいで。
Oh, damn.
This is getting interesting.
お前の立場は捕虜の分際でってか。
Throws it right back at him.
どうしたんだあいつ。
Conning her.
わけわかんねえよ。
暇だ。
お腹が痛い。トイレに行けば助かるかもしれない。
頑張って。
She knows they're up to something. Oh, yeah. Duh,
Yeah.
なんだ。トイレはこっちじゃないよ。
私たちはマーレから来ました。大攻勢が仕掛けられると思われます。
どうして戦士候補生がここにいるんだ。
Yeah, it's all news to him.
退却する敵の飛行船に飛び乗ったままこの島に上陸しました。
Is he gonna put it together?
誰か
Yep.
He's
Here
going
we
to.
go.
女の兵士を。
はい、仕留めました。
Oh,
Oh,
jeez.
no.
私たちの故郷で駐輪した報復はこれからです。何よ。
お前がサシャを殺したのか。
Holy shit!
Oh.
Oh my god.
Is he gonna go after her now too?
ファルコ。
Yes, he is.
ニコロ君。サシャを殺したのはこいつです。あなたの娘さんに命を奪いました。
Oh
We're getting it right now.
my god.
あれから退却する飛行船の中で、こいつがあなたの娘を。
娘。
ブラウスさん、どうぞ。
He's gonna show mercy, isn't he?
I don't think. Yeah, I don't.
サシャを撃った鍵。そいつは逃亡中と聞いていたが。
やめて。
Can we get Falco some help?
こは違うの。
お前をかばってこうなったよな。お前の大事な人が、俺にも大事な
Oh
人が。
no. Oh no.
Oh.
本当の俺なんだと教えてくれた。サシャ・ブラウス、お前に奪われた彼女の名前だ。
私だって大事な人たちを殺された。その悪魔の女に惑わされてる。悪魔なんかに負けないで。
Oh, this is not going well for either party.
包丁を渡しなさい。さあ。
He's definitely gonna show mercy.
Yeah,
He's trying to de-escalate.
He's gonna put the knife down.
He's of the same thought. No more deaths. Oh, maybe I'm wrong.
No, he's gonna stop.
そこまでです。ブラウスさん。
サシャは狩人やった。森で獣をいて殺して食うてきた。続けられん時代が来ることは分かっとったから、よその土地に攻め入り人を撃ち、森を出たつもりが、世界は命を、
Oh.
せめて子供たちはこの森から出してやらんといかん。また同じところをぐるぐる回るだけやろう。我々大人の責任や。
弁護を話しなさい。
Is he even still breathing? I mean, that was a full bottle of wine hit on the head.
Ah, can we just get Falco a little help?
いや、大丈夫か？
本当に私が憎くない。
Oh!
Mikasa stopped it? Oh! Oh!
友達だと思ってたのね。
Holy
Oh, that got
shit.
heavy. Wow.
AOT does not disappoint.
No.
そのガキの口をゆすいでやってくれ。あのワインが入っちまった。手遅れだと思うけど。
あのワインには。
Oh, it's poisoned.
多分。ジークの脊髄液だ。
Oh,
Dude.
What?
Well, now he's got Titan ability.
ザックレイが殺された。 はい。
すべてはジークがエレンやイエレン
We
を
just
返
we
し
just leave that off on that.
エレンをジークの元まで案内する手はずとなっております。
エレンを他の奴に食わせるつもりなんだろう。エレンの命を何度も救った。
Yes, he did.
人類が生き残る希望だと信じた結果がこのざまだ。
You can't beat yourself up
あの
over
死闘の結果
not
が
knowing
こ
what
の
the future is
茶番
going
だ
to
と。
hold.
Right.
For a farce.
確証はない。ただ、料理人としての立場が安定してきた頃になって、兵団組織高官らに優先して振る舞うよう言われたんだ。
And Zeke could control him.
イエレナだ。 あいつだけがそう働きかけてた。
僕は何のことだ。初耳です。
ジークの脊髄液を飲んだエルディア人は硬直するんだろう。誰もその現場を見たわけじゃないから確かめようがない。脊髄液を盛られたという発想すらしない。
ジークの脊髄液が今までどんな使われ方をしたのか。マーレは敵国の首都を一晩で落とした。何百もの巨人が街中に湧いて出たからだ。
They're giving us everything right here.
さっき俺からあのワインを取り上げたのは。
何をやってんだろうな、俺は。あなたみたいにはまだ俺はなれないけど、どうかしてました。
はあ。
ファルコは違うから。殺すのは私だけでいいでしょ。殺さないよ。私を殺したくて仕方ないんでしょ。殺すって。君はそればっかりだね。
Speaking some sense. I know somebody just like you.
God, I thought it was
to be continued.
ハンジ団長、あなたはジークの居場所を知っているはずです。
我々は君たちと争うつもりはないんだが。
Yeah, Flock knows that.
くそ。なんで俺たちがここにいることが。
ニコロ、お前はエルディア人に入れ込みすぎだ。
フロック、聞くんだ。私たちは仲間同士で争い合っている場合じゃない。ジークの計画に踊らされているんだよ。
バカな憲兵どもが。
憲兵団が飲まされたとは言ってないぞ。あんたたち、ワインのこと知ってたの？
Look at that smile.
先に行くぞ。ああ。お前らと話がしたくてな。
Oh my god.
Dude.
I do not think we've... now, look, this might be a bold statement, but I don't know if we've had any episodes outside of that one particular episode, if you know what I'm talking about, where everything got revealed, essentially, but not to the point where we've gotten this much of an information drop, like boom, 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 boom. Everything just kept coming at us on all the different sides. And wow, I haven't even taken my headset off yet. I just cannot believe what we saw in this episode. It's like just more twists and just things coming out of left field that we had no idea about. And this was just a wild episode. We wondered, first off, Sasha's parents are right there, and they show mercy. That alone, I thought, would have been a big enough reveal for one episode. But then we get everything else. We get the wine with Zeke's spinal fluid. We know what happens when they do that. Just unreal. So now what does that mean going forward? I mean, obviously the plan was to, take out all the leaders or incapacitate them in some way for Zeke's plan. Then he can control them when he needs to. But this episode was just wild, and there was so many moments where I didn't know what was going to happen to Gabby, because it's like for a minute there I thought mercy, but then I thought not. Then I didn't know if Nick was going to take his own life. I didn't know what the dad was going to do. They did a brilliant job of not telegraphing anything, and I didn't know until the final scene. I'm like, okay, that's the direction they went. For now, it's the direction they went. So just a banger of an episode. Wow. You folks know who watch this. You know that there's a handful of episodes where they hit you with stuff, and it's truly an oh shit moment. And I think this was definitely one of them.
Yeah, what I liked is with Nicolo too. We weren't gonna get the long drawn out that it was I that took out Sasha. I mean. Gabby was like happy to say it's taking out another one of the island devils, as she puts it.
And they're on the same team.
Yeah, it's like, at first too, Falco was doing the right thing, like shut up. So maybe if we're calm, we can explain it or something. And then just the wine glass right to the dome. I mean, I don't know how he survives that. Because that's a full bottle of wine that is enclosed. That's pretty solid.
Swung right to the head.
And the only way is if that's fully true about
the spinal fluid. You think that could have maybe saved his life?
That will,
if he got
in my
some
opinion,
in his mouth,
save Falco. But
because they were trying to wash it out of his mouth.
And then I did love the big whole this is who took out your daughter. If you don't take her out, I will. And like, there was a couple times where like he was holding the knife a certain way. You were thinking maybe he would do it, but he didn't. And I mean, we pretty much knew it was going to be the mercy, but then having the sister come running around the table and Mikasa just stopping it like that close to the head was that came out of nowhere. But I could see obviously why she would do it. I'm surprised none of the other kids really came either, trying to come and take her out for what she did to Sasha, but especially when she was so proud of it to Niccolo. And
I wasn't sure the father was going to see mercy. You guys might have been. I wasn't sure because with this show, I feel like you never know.
I think the reason, because he's a father, he's an adult, and it's like, what am I gaining out of taking her out type thing? I know it's a weird way to look at things like that. Like
just this
every movie and TV show. Yep. We've seen it's not going to bring him back.
No, it's like Armin. It's like Armin said, just back and forth.
Yeah. And so like, and even he was seeing it as mindless, taking out of each other, that what does it mean in the end? But then I love all of a sudden the Eren. I thought that was going to be the to be continued, but no, they did a little bit more. And he's like, I just want to talk to you guys. And there's Gabby right there, who's been screaming bloody his name for the last how many episodes? So now they're sitting face to face. Oh, I cannot wait.
He's got that nasty cut on his hand too.
Yeah, this was it was a lot. I mean, we've seen a lot of very serious tones throughout the course of this series, and this was a very serious tone. And it was interesting that they put us in the situation where they caught. We found out she took out Sasha. They learned about taking out Sasha. You had, the family there, big decisions to make. How was this going to be handled? We got a lot of information about Zeke and the spinal fluid and people, what that does to people. Now we're learning that they've been giving it to the military police and high-ranking officers. So there is just so much going on. This like even that final kind of confrontation between Scout Regiment and Hanji and her crew. It's like the whole series we've had such a united crew for the most part, fighting against the Titans, right? It's been them against the Titans, and now we get the Eldians and the Marlians, and now you have a ton of infighting, and it's just like
the Jaegerists.
A lot of the Jaegerists. There's just so much going on, and it's, I don't know, like for so long I wanted to get some sort of like happy-ish ending, and this writing has been so amazing. I don't know that we were just going to get the bow tie happy ending at the end of the series, but now it's like, okay, how do things work out for the best in this particular situation? How is there a good
best for who?
How is right? How is there a good ending with where we're at right now? And I'm having a hard time imagining what that looks like, but this was another great one.
Yeah, I definitely have to rewatch this one because of all the information. It was like, here's a hit, here's a hit, here's a hit, here's a hit. And it's like, my brain is so like fogged up now of like, what did we just watch? In a good way though, because it's like, for me, I can't believe like half of this shit just happened like in this episode. I mean, you got Falco, who knows what's going to happen to him just by getting hit by a bottle of wine, not even counting the potential spinal fluid from Zeke. So we probably got another Beast Titan right there, assuming that that's 100% true. I know they said it. Connie was saying, well, doesn't it paralyze him? And Hanji said it has been proven or no one's really seen it. And then, the cook, I forgot his name already. Niccolo said, we've seen this before with what they did with Zeke's blood, but I'm in such a confused state that I don't even know if that was really what they did with Zeke's blood.
Right.
Maybe it was something else because Zeke has been playing this double agent life for like God knows how long, right? So I know Zeke's on a time clock here. We saw Eren's hand, his hand is cut too. I want to assume now that it's probably because, or this is just a speculation here. Now that he has his hand cut, they know about the wine because we saw Flock go with that crazy face, right? So my assumption is since they don't know, since they don't know where Zeke is, the second best option is to get the spinal fluid onto his hand, and then it's game over. Or near it, right? I don't know if I'm saying it right. He needs to be near it or have it for the royal blood to fully utilize the 100% power. Someone tweak me on that if I'm even close, or if I'm saying it wrong, please correct me on that, because I want to get that right. But either way, then we had Gabby. Now I'm hoping now Gabby, again, I know some folks didn't like me saying she needs to take a moment, but she needs to take a moment, and I'm hoping that she takes the moment now to calm down for just a half a second, process some stuff, and see that it's not everyone is the island devil, as she puts it. Now, I know she's been conditioned since forever, so it's not an overnight. Yeah, I know it's not an overnight process to just drop that. I understand that, but I'm hoping now she's seeing the repercussions of just a gas pedal down, run down everybody, don't even think about it. And what I find troubling though is that Gabby, as a kid, and I get it, conditioning, right? She's just, I'll die.
Yeah,
she's a kid saying that. Like, this is just wild shit. And again, I'm forgetting some stuff that just happened in this episode because, man, my brain's going 100 miles an hour. But damn, this was good.
Wow. Yeah, the thing with this episode in particular is leading up to it. I think we had a number of episodes where it left us wanting more answers, teasing us with what was going on. And then they just give you everything all at once. You're just like, your head practically explodes.
You're left wanting more
from taking in that level of info, and you almost need a moment to process it. The other thing with Gabby that I'll say is I don't think she's coming back from her way of thinking, because I think she's being used to show what happens with child soldiers when they're indoctrinated and made what they are. Look, we have that in the real world. That's not an imaginary thing. That does happen, and very few, if any of them, come back from where they are in that situation. So I would be surprised to see Gabby come back from it. The only possible happy ending, to your point, Oak, I think would be is if everyone just stopped and we just, somehow everyone just stopped and we just had peace. Now, for that to happen, does one person need ultimate power over everything and have the ability to be like, all right, if you guys don't get in line, all of you, I push this button and everything is gone. So get in line. I'm wondering if that's what it takes for the point of where we are to get everything to just stop and have peace. I don't know. And who knows what Zeke's plan is. Levi's got him right there. So I think we can count on Levi. I'm pretty sure we can trust in Levi, right? Right. So,
well, morally 100%, and probably all of his actions have proven we should not trust him. But I thought that was pretty unique too, where he was putting guilt on himself for thinking that Eren was the hope for humanity. But I wish he wouldn't think that way, because how is he supposed to predict from day one where he met Eren to now that Eren would be like this?
Everything will go good for a little bit, and then we'll take a hard turn, and it won't be so good. Like, there's no way he could have known that. His mission was to keep Eren alive, and he always followed orders for the most part.
But it's 100% understandable why Levi is having those thoughts. 'Cause I won't speak for you guys, but I'd probably feel like, how did I not play that scenario out in my head? If we keep pushing like this, is there a chance that Eren could do this? Right?
To that point of giving somebody ultimate power, what if they don't go the way that you wanted to? And I'm sure Levi's thinking about all the soldiers and all the friends he had who were taken out trying to protect Eren.
Like you said,
just wild.
He was popular enough. just like us. And so another great episode. So thank you for joining us. So for Diamond Dave Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals. And there's the someone I know.
It's like someone I know.
They did it again.
trying to mentally prepare myself for this one.
No, I'm just sitting back and enjoying the ride.
I'm just wondering, how do they go with the next one? Like, do they just keep going like this with, hey, we're just going to give you more answers, more answers, more answers, more...
Now, maybe it'll be like a Levi heavy episode or something. They'll tease us with this, and then, oh, by the way, we're going over to see Levi.
The last 5 seconds is he
won't get any
tells him the master
I don't know if
plan.
that would be cool or brutal.
We'd be like, we gotta give it to you.
I want to know more.
Yeah. That's ballsy. That's ballsy. That's a little risky.
Are they saying war?
Savages!
Back off, you savages!
エルディアの問題を解決するのに争いは無用だ。
ジークやイエレナに懐柔されてしまったのか。
We're waiting.
俺は自由だ。それは俺の自由意志が選択したものだ。
いいえ、あなたは操られている。
Mikasa can't even believe it.
人々や子供を巻き込むような人じゃない。誰よりも私たちを思い、あの山小屋で私を助けてくれたのは、あなたが優しいからです。
手はテーブルの上に置けと言っただろう。
Holy shit. Whoa, whoa. Really?
Well, he does know what she's capable of, I guess,
Yeah.
but...
ジークは巨人についてマーレが知っている以上の知識を手にしている。お前はまだ兄のところに通っているだろう。記憶が人を形成するのなら、敵国兵に恋心を抱く。敵に操られているのはお前の方だろう。
エレン、あなたは
ミカサ、お前もだ。エルディアの王を守る意図で設計されたんだよ。極限状態の中で俺の命令を聞いた。戦えと。
Oh, okay, here we go.
その瞬間、お前の本能が目を覚ましたん
That's
だ。
the awakening.
Yep.
Wow.
ただ命令に従うためだけに作られた一族。つまりは奴隷だ。この世で一番嫌いなものがわかるか。もしくは家畜だ。その理由がやっとわかったよ。ただ命令に従うだけの奴隷。
Holy what is going on here?
ガキの頃からずっとお前が大嫌いだった。
Come on. There's...
Was that to prove a point? That
Yep,
was!
that was.
で、アッカーマンの血が反応するままに生きてきた。それだけだ。
Oh, got him.
Oh!
喧嘩したことなかったよな。なんでかわかるか。
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh my god, what is going on here? Come on.
Savagery.
やめて。
お前らがジークの居場所を教えるってんなら、だからおとなしくついてこい。連れて行け。サシャを殺したガキもだ。
Sasha, you don't stand a chance, so don't try to do anything.
I mean, Gabby.
Or, Gabby.
誰が奴隷だ。行くぞ。
どこに？
始まりの地。志願しなくて。
What is gonna happen here now?
イエーガー派とかいうのを一人でも捕らえて巨人にし、エレンが本当にジークに操られているのか知らんが、ピクシスにそう伝えろ。行け。奴の手足でももいでおけば、じいさんも腹くくるだろう。
Is he doing this now?
Oh, no way.
読書は楽しいか？
7回も読んだ割には。ところで、ワインはもう残ってないのか？
一滴も残ってねえよ。
まったく。
読書を続けろ。
了解だ。
Oh, the wine. I don't like that.
エルビン。あの日の誓いを、お前たちの死には意味があった。証明できる。
What is going on?
He's trying to
here?
get him to freeze up because of the wine. Yup, it worked. They all froze up.
That's what the wine...
Yep, and turning them all into Titans. Even Levi.
No, Levi didn't drink
no, he
it.
didn't.
Oh, he didn't drink it.
That's right.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Nick was 100% right. No.
どうしたの？
電気が流れたようだ。
Oh, he's still alive.
やりよったな。
お別れだ、兵長。顔思いがあんたのことだ。
They're all Titans now.
どうして任務中に酒がいる？
兵長、マルサの貴重なやつなんですよ。
めんどく
They
せえ。
all wanted it.
いいだろう。持っていけ。
Another thing for him to feel guilty about.
Yep.
That's not good. They couldn't do that before, could
No.
動きが普通じゃね
they?
え。
And fast.
Well, I think they were. Some did, but not like this that we saw. Yeah, he's got to
Fight his way
Fight.
free. Is he gonna do it?
まだそこにいるのか、お前ら。
Oh my God! What a shot!
If anybody can do it, it's Levi.
決別だ。お互いを信じることができなかった。
What is
The
this?
guy on the right running.
Oh, yeah, the guy on the left doesn't.
時間がある。選択肢がある。リヴァイ。あんたの過ちだ。俺の真意を話したところで分かりっこないだろうがな。しかし、ちゃんと場所と時間を覚えているんだろうな。エレン。
Yep, there he is. Oh, I see him all covered in blood. Oh, he's doing it.
Zeke totally was banking on him not taking out
yeah,
any of
his
his
own.
crew.
He's gonna start throwing them.
Ugh.
Throwing a bunch of brain tissue at him. Oh!
All of them.
必死だな、ひげ面野郎。
Ha.
なんで勘違いしちまったんだ。部下を巨人にしてからって、俺が仲間を殺せないと思って
He said he would do
There
it.
you go.
He said he would
Did
do
you
it to
think I
Aaron.
wouldn't
Yeah.
do it?
仲間を殺してきたか知らねえだろうに。
Wow.
Oh, this
Oh,
is
the
so
thunder
intense.
spears.
Oh, right in the nape.
Oh, right on him.
Okay, there he
Just
is
blew him out of there.
with no arms.
Yep, no nothing.
Oh, he is fudged up.
Is Levi gonna finish it?
くせえし汚えし、ブサイクじゃねえか。
Piece of shit.
殺しゃしねえから安心しろよ。すぐにはな。
Dude, he is 0-3 against Levi. Holy shit, what an episode.
109機訓練兵団は予定通り志願しなく防衛訓練を行う。イェーガー派が国の実権を握ることだ。
No. What is going on?
みんなエレン・イェーガーにエルディアを導いてもらいたいはずだ。
この兵団支部は我々が占拠しました。とか言われている我々が。
Oh, jeez.
銃口でも向けない限り貴様らのような小便小僧などそれは確か。
訓練兵諸君、君たちの時代だ。君たちは何者だ。エレン・イェーガーと共に生きる者か、古い慣習と心中する者か。
Oh boy, here we go.
Yep.
The old everybody's starting to step forward.
Well,
You guys sure about that?
Yeah.
シャーディス教官を足腰立たなくなるまで痛め
Oh,
つけろ。
Jesus.
Wail on him.
これこそが我々が淘汰すべき悪習そのものだ。俺ができない者は牢屋に入ってもらう。バカな真似は容赦
They
they're
don't
literally
feed him
taking
up
out.
there. He's gonna throw him in prison.
They're literally trying to take out.
子供が何人かかってきたところで。
How many of these tots? He says.
He knows. He knows. That's why he's trying to. Oh my goodness. Oh my
that was a
god.
nice touch.
Oh my god.
案内してもらいましょうか。ジークの交流地まで。おい、行くぞ。
Well, the thing about Zeke is he's in no condition.
目が覚めたか。
No, he's better. A lot better than what he was.
ダイソーの新刊をつなぐワイヤーをお前の首にくくってや
Oh
る。
no.
下手に動いたらお前は腹から爆発して少なくとも2つになるだろう。こうなると死なねえってのも難儀だな。てめえがゲロクソまみれで泣きわめくのも全て計画通りか。
Oh!
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 俺のメガネを。
もうお前にメガネなんか必要ねえよ。
いい球投げるようになったな。
This is where Zeke learned to throw that old fastball with the rocks. This is a cool throwback to give
将来
us.
は野球選手になるか？
ダメだよ。草葉さん。使命があるから。
Even back then. Wow. That episode was way faster than the last one, I swear it was. Oh,
it never ceases to amaze me how
we can
fast it
always
goes.
count on Levi, can't we? I mean, what an episode. And the number of shots they had that made it look like Levi was going to either be done for or in a real tough spot, and he managed to get out of it. We saw, of course, the Ackerman strength that we talked about with Levi, and then we had everything that happened with him and Zeke. I thought he was just going to keep cutting until there was nothing but a head left, but so now we'll see what Levi's final plan is with Zeke here in the upcoming episodes. But that was just wild. I mean, Zeke thought he got away with it, but you cannot bet against Levi, and that was so cool how he came through. He's like, you didn't think I'd take out my comrades to get to you? He's like, do you know how many have fallen around me to get to where we are? So that was some pretty heavy duty stuff, but just shows how committed Levi is to his purpose. On the flip side, when Eren came in with Armin and Mikasa, all those years of friendship apparently don't mean much, because Eren just really let it rip. Now, I wonder how much of what he was saying was true, how much of it was a test to be able to show Mikasa that she's essentially beholden to her blood, controlling her emotions, making her do whatever it takes to save Eren in the case of, stopping Armin. And, he just mentioned how, man, Eren and Armin never went one-on-one before, and it's like we're seeing him beat up one of his best friends nearly to death, and then we're seeing him, Eren, completely spit in the face of Mikasa in all these years of friendship that they had. And how many times did those two save Eren and help get Eren back on track and be there for him when he was down and be able to push him ahead? And now they're probably going to have the same feelings that Levi had. How many times did I risk people to save this guy, and now he's turned on us? So again, I'm wondering if I stick to my main theory that I kind of had in one of the previous episodes, where the only way there's peace is if you have one all-controlling individual who has like the ultimate kill switch, and whatever they say goes, and you just hope they're on the right side. But now with everything that happened between Levi and Zeke, I don't know how that's going to play out with Eren, and I am just waiting for... It's like we're building towards this meetup now of, I gotta believe, Levi and Eren, and how that's going to play out. Again, we kind of know now where the different groups stand, but we don't know what they're kind of going for. I mean, we have an idea, like, yes, they want control. Whatever side it is, pick a side. They want control and they want to wipe out the enemy, but we don't know the hows and the whys or what that's going to lead to. So again, we have a lot of episodes to go yet in this final season, but I know the last one was incredible, but this one was really heavy duty, and we got Levi doing Levi things, and that was awesome. I'm all here for it.
Yeah, this one had it was a little more graphic than a lot of the previous episodes. I mean, I know they did the quick, behind the body doing that and then smashing the head just so he could whip the blood around, but that was still a huge scene because, like, Zeke's main plan was, he's not gonna take his comrades. He already told Eren to his face, if you turn into Titan and I need to take you out myself, I'll do it. He doesn't care. That's Levi is whatever gets the mission done, he's gonna do. Now we've seen too that Zeke has far more reach with that spinal fluid, because who has all been drinking it, who is all under his control. Somehow he's manipulating Eren, because I don't think that came from Eren. Maybe to show the part that she'll do anything for him. So technically one of my my predictions was right, that Mikasa will be a team Eren, so at least I got that one right. But I think it's because he's being brainwashed. He has to be, because he never once was ever physical towards Armin. He always was there for Mikasa when they were there for him. They had that emotional carriage ride where he said he would pick none of them to take his Titan abilities because he wanted them to live a long life. So I just feel like this is not him in some way, shape, or form. He's got to be somewhat manipulated, and so I'm blown away by where we're gonna go after this, because it can go a lot of different ways. And what is Levi gonna end up doing to Zeke? I mean, yeah, he's kind of doing the old slicey dicey on him. But is he going to finally get to the end part, and when he takes care of Zeke, if he takes care of Zeke, will that just shut down the manipulation, or where do we go from there? So this was another really good episode.
Well, and who's Levi?
Though? Because I'm just going to throw this at you to kind of piggyback off of you. Like in here, he was trying to prove a point to Armin, right? Like, you're going to go and do those private meetings with Annie. Is that on your own free will, or is that birth hole that's kind of controlling that? So I wonder if it's a mixed podge
of everyone that he's eating.
Everyone, and then just his experience and him learning more. And I don't know. That's just a guess to kind of piggyback off.
Yeah, he's got what, 3 Titans roaming around in him? So 3 different minds, 3 different memories, 3 different ancestries.
Yeah. I think he's got almost all of them except a couple. But.
Yeah, well, and then who's Levi? If he has the same thing as Mikasa, because he's an Ackerman, who's he like tied to protect? That's what I want to know. And is that eventually going to come back to hurt him? I don't know.
Is it? Well, maybe that's a spoiler, so maybe I shouldn't ask. Like, I don't want you giving us a spoiler, but to your is Levi to protect humanity? Is that his?
Yeah, I mean, he's an Ackerman.
Don't answer that, because that might give a spoiler answer, but that's kind of where my head's at that you asked that. So
good place for the head to be at.
That was probably one of the hardest scenes to watch, and every single episode, watching Eren beat up Armin. It was like, come on, dude, like this has been your friend since you were a kid, you know? It's like, regardless of everything that's gone down, whose side you're on, that was bad. And then after everything that you and Mikasa have been through, after everything they've been through, you're gonna sit there and talk shit like that? Like, dude, like, I have to imagine, like, people watching this, and look, we're very, very invested in the show, okay? And it's like,
can you tell?
God, I don't know, let us know in the comments. Were you guys just like heartbroken at that whole scene? Because I'm like,
this whole episode,
you know, like you picture like that, like being a real thing with friends where something comes in between them. And it's one thing for people to come in between, you know, somebody, a good coworker or a good friend. It's like the friends that you make in childhood that you carry through your whole life. The older you get, the more special I think those relationships come. I'll say that for me. Like the friends that I've had, and I've made some great friends. These guys, you know, friends in the fitness industry over the last 15
Hands on
years.
The table, Oak.
Hands on the table. But the friends that I have from when we were like little kids and we're still tight, that's such a different. It's just on a different level, and to see him like just wailing on Armin, it just I didn't like any of it. But it's a great story, right? So it's like this is the emotion that you get, and then they flip us to Levi and Zeke, which was wild because Zeke thought these are all your comrades, and it's interesting they showed that clip where he looked at him and then he saw the face of his comrade, and then kind of altered into the Titan, and still just went for it, and then they showed him coming out of the woods just covered in blood. All the Titans were down. That was wild. And look, Zeke's been he's the Beast Titan. He's been a beast, and he's been just kind of running through everybody. So to see, Levi come at him with the 4 Thunder Spears, or maybe 3. I thought he put 4 in his nape because he's got the one left over now, who's sitting in his oblique.
Bleak,
but
Frankie shot.
Yeah, that was wild. And then he starts slicing up his toes and his legs and stuff. I'm gonna cut you to pieces so you can't come back. It gave me old old Friday the 13th vibes. For any of you who watched old 80s horror movies, and when they took out, Jason, it was like, why don't you just cut him up into smaller pieces and spread him out or something, or burn him. Then he can't come back.
A propeller through the nape would be enough.
Yeah, right. So it's like, you're wondering, like, what's going to happen here? But then, is Zeke going to be able to turn back into the Beast Titan? Is Eren going to show up in time? I mean...
Well, if he turns, the Thunder Spear is going to go off.
Thunder Spear is going to go off, but who knows? Look, we can pretend like we know exactly what's going to happen, but look, we've seen so many twists and turns. And that was, once again, a hell of a spot to leave us with a to be continued. But yeah, this episode, badass as far as, Levi just doing what needs to be done, but also a little heart-wrenching with seeing Eren treat his lifelong friends in the manner that he did.
Yeah, so we got our answer, obviously, with the wine, because last episode we were kind of talking like, well, if Nick was even close to being correct, that could happen, but we didn't see it happen. And, Hanji was like, well, that's, just on word. We're not sure. Yep. But then we got the answer. And right here on the subject card, or the halfway card, it's just subjects to Ymir who will turn into pure titans who obey his orders. The wine and titans have been proven to be a cheap and effective weapon to conquer enemy nations. Like, what a way for them to utilize Zeke to do whatever they need to do just through the wine. And what a plan by Zeke, because Levi gave us the timeline. Oh, we've been here a month. Yeah. Is there any more wine left? Blah, blah, blah. Or we'll flip it. But Zeke was playing the long ball and Eren, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Playing long ball on that all along by making sure that everybody was drinking the wine.
How many lives does he ruin there? I mean, forget about the
30. Well, Levi said there was 30.
Forget about the Beast Titan taking out all, the Scout Regiment. Now he's got them all drinking wine, and they say it's an effective weapon to conquer enemy nations, which is suggestive that maybe they've
did a little more,
done it already. But hey, drink this wine. By the way, as soon as I
yell,
your life as you know it is over.
It's interesting that Levi didn't want to bring the wine and didn't want to drink it. He just wanted tea, and that was an interesting callback they had there.
And then with, like you were saying, Oak, with Eren, Armin, Mikasa, like kind of playing off you again. Answer, maybe it's not Eren. I don't know. Maybe this was Eren pushing the envelope. Sometimes in movies and TV, we see someone become an asshole just to push them away for whatever purpose that is.
The old White Fang, go away! you gotta get the dog to go back out.
Wait, has everyone
wild.
seen it?
I don't think
I don't remember.
Stop right there. But with this now, again, I'm just wondering if he's trying to play the asshole role and really push away, or maybe he just doesn't give a shit anymore. And with apparently the plan that Zeke and Eren have, like, it's all just blinders on. This is 100% happening no matter who gets in the way. So, man, this episode is, I need a 5 just to kind of simmer down a little bit.
Handful of episodes though.
It's been crazy. And then let's not even forget Flock.
Yep.
With Keith.
Bastard.
Like, holy shit. Like,
making the whole...
Y'all better be, I better see some blood on your hands, otherwise you're going to jail if you don't eliminate Keith. Like,
I was waiting for him to hand him a broken pool cue and say we're having tryouts.
Say that.
Yeah, tryouts.
Make it quick.
I'm curious to see where your guys' heads... I'm curious to see where you guys' heads were at when that happened the first time that you saw that, because I was actually kind of floored that was the option for everybody there. Like, the whole Jaegerist, I'm glad Hanji hasn't been hurt yet, but I'm starting to worry now for Hanji because, yeah, she's put away, but they are trying to literally eliminate any old guard that is or was there. So I want to say Hanji's going to be okay, but I feel like Eren pretty much gave these guys, hey, if they get out of line, eliminate them.
Yeah, well, they only need her to tell Eren where Zeke is at. Once they have that information, they don't need her anymore.
Yeah, that's what I'm a little worried about.
Well,
so again, this whole episode, my review sucks here, but again, I'm just trying to still just take everything in. I still can't believe the whole Eren Armin thing, the Keith thing. I'm sure I'm missing some other stuff. And the whole. Hey, by the way, can we just say Zeke is basically Levi's bitch because he has not done well against Levi.
No.
So
The goose egg.
each time it happens. And there's probably some folks out there that are probably laughing at me for saying that because they know the results. But right now, for what they've shown us, he doesn't stand a chance against Levi. And that was pretty damn brutal with him just going to town. And he wanted to go more, but he's trying to bait him. I wonder
why hasn't
Levi,
he gone all the way?
Well, because he's still trying to. He needs him for now to get closer to what is probably going to happen here. I don't know if he's fully aware of what Eren's doing right now.
Yeah,
but. I mean, he already made a plan to, hey, we got to get Zeke taken out, so Eren, whatever he's going to do. So maybe he does have some kind of idea, but holy shit, this is just getting intense.
It was interesting that Zeke asked for his glasses. I'm hoping that was just kind of a throwaway line of him trying to be normal and that there's not like, well, the secret plan is rolled up inside my glasses. I got to have those. I'm sure they wouldn't do that, but that thought did go through my head. I'd be lying if I said it didn't.
Oh, man. Well, don't worry. There's a piece of Zeke over there, and over there. And this was another great episode. We cannot wait to dive into some more AOT. So, for Diamond Dave, that's Appleton Oak. That's, of course, Mason Quinn, and I'm the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
We forgot to talk about Mikasa's trigger power because that before we go,
they finally explained it for sure, unequivocally. That is the answer. Now we know for sure.
Maybe
when I say the word,
I just had to describe it during your thing because I had the headset on, so I wasn't listening.
Well, I didn't. I did during the review.
Okay.
I acknowledged it that yes, okay. They finally showed us. Now we know for sure. It only took a couple episodes to get my answer on that one. So all right,
still badass. So real quick, Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. Good night, pals.